From Los Angeles, TraderInsight.com presents Dr. Adrian Manz in the war room and at the helm with today's look at stocks and sectors on the radar.
For TraderInsight.com, I'm Adrian Manz, and this is Stocks and Sectors on the Radar for Friday, April 17th, 2009. On Thursday, Dow Jones Industrials up 95.81 to close at 81.25.43. We had 2,435 stocks advance, 626 decline, and NYSE total volume of 1.6 billion shares. You got to give this market credit. Got to say this is a very, very impressive move. It just refuses to give up any ground. Pushing higher once again. Yesterday, we had said that this was starting to look like sort of a 3-2 pitch or a switch hitter pullback had happened intraday during the trading day on Wednesday. And on Thursday, it sure looked like that was the case with a nice continuation move higher. Market is making an impressive rally. And let's see if we can't get up above that 8,200 level in the next few sessions. As for the rest of the indices, S&P 500 up 13.24 to close at 865.30. NASDAQ 100 up 36.47 to close at 1352.98. And the NASDAQ comp up 43.64 to close at 1670.44. Rally was broad-based. Really looks like we've got a market here that is willing to just ignore some of the not-so-good economic news and focus on some of the positives. Some of these earnings that are coming out are really not that bad. Some of the earnings that came out after the bell today actually beat the street. So we'll see what the interpretation of that is going into the trading session on Friday. Now the VIX is down to 35.79. That's good news for intraday traders once again. I had said many times in the past I prefer that thing to be below 40. I really like it down in the 20s, but 35, this has led to some nice tradable price action, and I think that we can probably look forward to more of that in the days to come. Now let's take a look at the stocks that were on the radar last night. We had fairly decent moves in all of them. Nice tradable price action, nice moves to the profit targets. We'll have a look at those, and then we'll see what's on deck for Friday. First one on the radar for today was Armstrong World Industries, switch hitter long, $14.90 on the entry, $15.45 on the initial profit target. This one wasn't too exciting. Let's take a quick look at the intraday 5-minute chart anyways. We see here it opened, it tried to move higher again about 10:30, got up to $14.90, failed to break through on the NYSE open book. What you saw if you were looking at that and the tape was that it actually had to print outside the inside quote to generate that $14.90 and that there was downside pressure. We see that exerted here. Then we had a move back up to the upside in some pretty thin trading, but nevertheless triggered us in $14.90 and kept us in. It only moved down to about $14.86, I believe here. And then by the end of the session, not much on this one. Got us up to about $15.25 a share before bleeding back to $15.18 on the close. Next one on our watch list, Allegheny Energy Incorporated, ticker symbol AYE. This was a line drive set up, $26.65 on the entry, $27 on the initial profit target. This one's a little more interesting intraday because it required a little bit of money management. Let's take a look at that and then move on to the final two. So we see here the stock gapped up. This is an intraday 5-minute chart again. Stock gapped up, got us in right off the opening bell. Didn't do anything wrong, and then got up all the way to 10 cents from that initial target that we had set on the trade. Got to $26.91. We had a $27 profit target on it. When that happens, we move our stop up to the 50% level. So yesterday we talked about if we get into the trade and the trade goes to 50% to the profit target, we trail the stop at break even. Well, once we get to 10 cents to our profit target, we trail our stop at 50%. Very important, no matter what style of trading you're doing, that you've got some money management techniques and that you can espouse them and very, very clearly define what it is you're going to do under every circumstance. I never want to be surprised during the trading day. Stock then goes, moves up again, gets us back through that 65 entry, comes back in again, stops us out for a small loss, right? 10 cents against us. No big thing here, comes back up again, and before you know it, we are at the profit target on the session. Matter of fact, if we would have hung with it a little longer, we could have got an extra 10 cents out of it, but no big thing. Now let's have a look at Diebold. Diebold, don't know how you pronounce it, ticker symbol DBD. This one, we had a 3-2 pitch setup with a 25.35 entry, a 25.61 target, and let's take a look at how this traded intraday. Here we are again on an intraday 5-minute chart, and we see that DVD did the same kind of a move that we got earlier. This was an entry that triggered us, got us up within a dime of the profit target, reversed, got us back down to the 50% level and out. Stock then later in the day triggers again, heads into a long consolidation pattern, triggers us in, gets us through the end of the trading day and out at the profit target and then some. Finally, we had Owens Corning fastball expansion of range, expansion of volume. Entry price was $13.89. The initial profit target $14.40. It did better than that on the session. If you were in it, I hope you trailed stops. Let's take a quick look at this one intraday. Not much to look at. It pretty much just got going and then moved solidly higher throughout the session. So here's the intraday 5-minute chart. Like I said, really not that much to look at. Stock gets you in, and then really did absolutely nothing wrong throughout the rest of the session. Just kept moving higher. 1540, 1542, whatever that is, 45. It topped out and closed the session at 1513. There really wasn't much reason to ever exit this trade throughout the course of the day. It was really just trailing up on that 20-period simple throughout the session, but also no harm in taking a profit. So now let's take a look at what's on deck for Friday's trading. I've got 5 on for Friday. I've got 3 industrials, a consumer staple, and an information technology company. First one on the list is AIMTech Incorporated. This is ticker symbol AME. This was a line drive move. I'm going to look for some follow through on Friday. Entry price right around $35.60 a share, with an initial profit target all the way up at $36.30. Next one on my watch list is going to be Baldor Electric Company, ticker symbol BEZ. This one is both a line drive and a fastball expansion of range and volume. Got multiple signals on this one. That's good. $19.25 per share. Going to be my cue to look for an entry. Going to have an initial tight target around $19.44. Might get a reversal there, and then an extension move up to $19.86 if we're lucky enough to see strength in the broader markets. Then also in the industrials, this one's in aerospace. This is Hexcel Corp, ticker symbol HXL. This is a fastball expansion of range, minor expansion of volume. Trade above $9.15 a share on this one. Gonna have me looking for an initial move up to $9.53. In the household products, in consumer staples, I've got Clorox, ticker symbol CLX. This is a line drive move to the upside. $55.41 per share. Going to have me interested in an entry with an initial target around $55.87. And then finally, in information technology, Ingram Micro. This is, once again, both a line drive and a fastball expansion of range and volume. $13.84. Going to have me interested in an entry. Watch that 1402 level and then look for an expansion up to the intraday resistance areas as plotted by the floor trader pivots. If you have any questions, shoot me an email, Adrian@traderinsight.com. Use protective stops on every trade and have a great trading day on Friday.